Alright, at this point, if you're clicking on a video titled Another Big Death in relation to the Boruto manga, then you are either caught up to the series, or an anime-only fan that is so unafraid of spoilers that you might as well read the manga with us. That being said, I will be merciful on the off chance that you misclicked and offer you a spoiler warning. So, spoiler warning! Welcome to the Amagi. Before we begin, we publish a new video every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. The Amagi's reach stretches beyond just this channel, so if you're a fan of us, please consider subscribing to our other channels and following us on all of our social media. Help us reach our goal of passing 100,000 followers on all of our accounts by the end of the year. Alright, for those of you who just finished chapter 66, released on the 20th, you know what we're talking about. If you need some catch up, here's what happened. Kawaki escaped from Naruto's house by cloaking his chakra, which he technically didn't know how to do except through his Otsutsuki genes that he inherited from his Kama seal when he was Ishiki's vessel, and began to run. Boruto, who knew that's what he was doing, somehow managed to sense Kawaki due to also possessing Otsutsuki genes from being Momoshiki's vessel. He informed Naruto, who was skeptical, but later it is proven. Naruto tries to search for Kawaki. Boruto wants to help, but Naruto informs him that he is also under surveillance, same as Kawaki was, for the exact same reasons. Boruto states that he's the only one who can do it, but his father shuts him down. While Naruto turns his back away for just a second, Boruto is already gone. Boruto chases after Kawaki and finds him with Code, who is planning to take him. At this point, Kawaki is trying to find a way to get Code to spare Naruto, whom he has come to love like a father. Code seems unwilling to do this, however. Kawaki believes that, since he himself is being spared, that he may also be able to spare Naruto if he talks to whoever is handling Kawaki. Code offers to take him to Ida and Kawaki agrees, but Boruto suddenly arrives on the scene to rain on his parade. Kawaki tries to convince Boruto to stand down, as well as Code to merely ignore Boruto, but Boruto doesn't take too kindly to this and goes to fight them. Boruto awakens his Kama seal and for a moment seems like he's under Momoshiki's control. However, Boruto quickly recovers thanks to the medication that Amado has given him. He proceeds to fight with Code on pretty even ground. As the fight drags on, Code informs Boruto of the extent of the Kama's power, and how proficient users have learned how to use it to call upon not only techniques, but experiences from the one who branded them. That being said, he tells Boruto that he isn't using it to its full potential, and could be so much more. As the battle continues, Boruto eventually falls to the ground, his body being racked with pain. Kawaki from a distance calls out to him and asks if he's okay. He asks if this is a side effect of the pills. Boruto notes that he can't move. He says it's odd, as it's not like he's weak or anything, but that time itself has come to a halt, and mentions one other time where he felt like this, that moment being when Momoshiki first branded him. Speak of the Otsutsuki and he will appear. Boruto witnesses the image of Momoshiki in the trees above. Momoshiki drops down and berates Boruto on his use of Amado's drugs, stating that all they've done is slow the process down, not stop it. As time begins to flow again, Kawaki keeps calling out for a response. Boruto rises, but it's obvious that something has changed. His left eye closed, his Byakugan remains the only open eye. He jumps in front of Code, the failed vessel having drawn Momoshiki's ire, and releases a large Rasengan, which Code only avoids via his claw mark technique. Code notes that this power is truly awe-inspiring and must certainly be the full power of an Otsutsuki. Momoshiki continues to try to destroy Code with these Rasengan, but to no success as Code is hard to pin down. Code is warned by Ida to retreat in the face of such overwhelming power, but he refuses and instead teleports behind Kawaki to hold him prisoner. Kawaki tries to threaten Momoshiki, stating that he would want Kawaki as well to feed the Ten Tails, but Momoshiki is unfazed. He takes another Rasengan and compresses it to the point of his finger and launches it through Code's shoulder. Momoshiki proceeds to mock the quality of Code's Kama seal, questioning how it does not absorb chakra. Momoshiki seizes Kawaki and tells him to stay silent or he will break his limbs. However, Kawaki decides it's a good idea to take a swing at him and forces Momoshiki's hand. Momoshiki attempts to break Kawaki's arm but is stopped by Shikamaru's Shadow Possession Jutsu as Naruto races in to rescue Kawaki. Kawaki asks why Naruto is here and begs him to leave for his own safety, but Naruto denies this and states that it's his duty as Hokage to be there when there is a threat to the village. Momoshiki manages to break free by absorbing the technique. Code then takes Shikamaru hostage, threatening to kill him if the Hokage moves. At this time, Momoshiki forges an uneasy alliance with Code, stating that he will help him instead, and that he has a bone to pick with the Hokage. Kawaki tries to defend Naruto, but is instead struck with a kick and falls to the ground. Momoshiki then tells Naruto to resign himself to the fact that no matter how strong he is, his end will be abrupt. Momoshiki attempts to use his massive Rasengan to kill him, but is surprised when another hand bearing a Kama seal absorbs the jutsu. There, Kawaki stood between Naruto and Momoshiki, with a matured Kama seal that brought him closer to Otsutsuki in appearance than any time else, giving him the same horn as Ishiki once bore. Naruto questions how this is possible, and Momoshiki does as well, stating it's not generally possible for one to get back the Kama seal they lost. Kawaki awakens the same dojutsu that Ishiki bore, which grants him access to both Daikokuten and Sukuna Hikona, which he uses at full force against Momoshiki, flinging those black rods and cubes at Momo from a distance. Naruto asks how far Kawaki is willing to go, and Kawaki replies that he'll go as far as he needs to if it means protecting Naruto. Momoshiki comes in with another Rasengan, which Kawaki effortlessly absorbs before seamlessly switching to a fireball technique, which Momoshiki then absorbs himself. The battle continues for a while, with both of them exchanging blows. However, it seems that Kawaki is more than keeping up and even pleasuring his opponent. They clash, and for a moment, Momoshiki's second eye opens. Kawaki knocks Boruto away and prepares to crush him, but Naruto swoops in and saves him. He chastises Kawaki for going too far, and Kawaki responds with the idea that he is only doing what Naruto clearly can't. He says that Naruto is protecting the demon that seeks his life, with Naruto responding that the only demon here is Kawaki. Boruto then pushes Naruto away and stands. Momoshiki angrily tells Boruto that he should remain asleep for his own good, but Boruto covers his Byakugan and closes it, saying that it is Momoshiki who should be sleeping now. Boruto then says that the medicine that Amato gave him is clearly working, but that as Momoshiki said, it's not a solution to the problem. Kawaki then asks Boruto if he remembered what he said about doing anything to free Boruto from his Kama seal, and Boruto states that he does. He then said that he realizes that they're going to have to go through with their last resort if they plan to stop Momoshiki's resurrection, to which Kawaki confirms is an unfortunate truth. Naruto desperately wants to know what they speak of, and Boruto tells him to give his best to Hinata and Himawari. Naruto tries to interfere, but Boruto decides it's best to push Naruto away. Kawaki asks if he's ready, and Boruto says that they only have a limited window before Momoshiki reawakens. That being said, he tells Kawaki, "Go for it, bro," and is pierced clean through the chest by Kawaki, much to Naruto, Shikamaru, and even Ida's surprise. Boruto falls to the ground, a massive hole clean through his chest, and seemingly dies as the chapter ends. So, as you can see, the series has just ended. It was a nice talk. I'll see you next video. I'm sorry, but there's just no way. I mean, I could see Boruto killing any character at all, but Boruto himself, there's just no way. The manga itself is named after this character, so if his story ends now, then we were either just given a Shakespearean tragedy, or the series needs to change its name. There are two possibilities that can come from this. Number one, this is complete and utter bad writing, the author forgetting he has already established a time skip. Or two, Boruto isn't dead. Now, I guess we can't know for certain, but a part of me would like to believe that Kishimoto isn't about to retcon a pre-established and highly hyped time skip. I mean, he hasn't done anything really with the Jogan yet, but we can still expect that something's coming. With that being said, I refuse to believe that he has killed off his main character. For all intents and purposes, let's just assume Boruto's story isn't over yet, because it obviously isn't. So what does this mean? How will Boruto return from the same kind of wound that killed good old Uncle Neji? Well, I've heard some theories. First off, I've heard people claim that Momoshiki will use most of his power to heal this wound, sacrificing time and momentary consciousness just to save his vessel for future purposes. This is plausible, as we do know that Momoshiki can heal his vessel. There is also another theory floating around that this will awaken the as of yet mysterious Jogan. This is also a possibility. However, I have a particularly different view from this, and one that seems to make more sense. Now, before I continue, I would like to clarify something I said earlier. I said that I refuse to believe that Kishimoto would kill off his main character. What I should have said is that I totally believe he would kill off his main character, but I highly doubt that he would let him stay dead. If anyone has watched Dragon Ball, you'll remember Goku having the exact same moment with his brother Raditz. Now, of course, there are no magic Dragon Balls in the Naruto franchise's universe. Well, not unless you want to count the resurrection power of the Rinnegan or the imperfect world reincarnation jutsu, but here I'm not. However, the Naruto franchise does have something that is used to resurrect a dead character, and the answer is lying in the source of the problem right now: Momoshiki. Momoshiki is a dead character, so was Ishiki, and just look at them now. Well, Ishiki actually is dead right now, but he had a good comeback for a while there. The Kama Seal. If you paid attention, both Kawaki and Boruto actually speculated about this earlier on in chapter 56, that it is now possible for them, possessing 80% of Otsutsuki DNA, that they could in fact create their own Kama Seals. Kawaki stated that Boruto could plant one on someone else so that when Momoshiki reincarnates into his body, Boruto can reincarnate into someone else as well. Boruto at the time shot the idea down, stating that he didn't want to sacrifice someone else just to save himself. It was then that Kawaki mentioned code, how he already had a Kama Seal, and stated that it's more than likely that he would be the perfect vessel. Jumping back to chapter 66, where are we and what are we doing? The whole situation was catalyzed by Kawaki and Code. It was still unknown the true purpose of Kawaki running from home. He said to Code that it was to ask for leniency for Naruto. However, we also need to expect that Kawaki was really just trying to lure Code out, which would explain why Kawaki attacked and tried to escape Code when he was taking him, much to Code's own confusion. Kawaki never wanted to go with Code. He just wanted to lure him out so that the Kama seal would be planted on him. This was killing two birds with one stone. With Boruto's body killed, the alien growing in Boruto's brain will perish with its vessel, and Boruto will transfer his consciousness into another vessel that will be empty. He will take over Code's body and let Momoshiki rot in his own. And if we're going to talk about how Boruto still possesses his Kama seal in the time skip, don't forget that Code possesses a Kama seal for a discarded vessel. Boruto will take over Code's body, reform it to his own just as Ishiki did to Jigen's, and then that Kama seal of Code's will turn black since technically he is now a compatible vessel. However, he will have no master to serve, meaning Boruto, like Kawaki, will be free to use his Kama seal as he wishes without the threat of Momoshiki lurking in the back of his mind. Or I could be completely off base and wrong on every level. Perhaps Kawaki and Boruto really did have some other plan that doesn't involve Kama jumping, or maybe this is Kishimoto's way of saying, yeah, I'm done with writing Boruto. Either way, count this as a prediction that will likely be expanded upon sometime next month. Anyway, what are your ideas? Do you agree with our Boruto Kama sealing Code prediction? Man, I gotta think of a better name for that. If so, tell us what details gave it away to you, or if you have a completely different theory, post it below. We would love to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified when more content like this drops. So for now, I'm going to hide in the mind of my vessel until the next chapter drops. As always, peace.